Hey, did you see that our own Kevin Coelho was losing all sorts of weight for his wedding? Well, why don't you join him and use today's sponsor, Beachbody On Demand. Beachbody On Demand is an online fitness streaming service that gives you unlimited access to a wide variety of highly effective, world-class workouts personalized to meet your needs, plus extensive nutritional content, all proven to help people achieve their health goals, fitness goals, and not look like this. Plus P90X is there, and so is Insanity. Kevin used P90X a little bit. You got step-by-step program that guides you. You have workout calendars, comprehensive nutritional plans, an innovative portion-controlled focused cooking show called Fixate, and the motivation and support of a growing community. Beachbody On Demand is the total package, and you can stream it all to your computer, smartphone, or any other web-enabled device. This is a brand new service, but it already has more than 1 million members. So, claim your free trial membership and join Kevin on his quest to not look like this by texting Greggy to 303030 to get full access to this entire platform for free. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Over Greggy Show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
The champ.
That's right, I forgot. Oh. That's crazy. It's almost like when you wake up and someone reminds you that you're the Nintendo, the kind of funny world champion.
Today, when
it's like Christmas all over
we
again,
finally were
morning.
both sitting at our desks, you know, because Nick and I's desks face each other, but we have our monitors there. All of a sudden, I just see him over the monitors lift the world title up, with just his hands in the belt. No Nick standing with it. Just a reminder to me that had happened.
I hate it so much.
Me too.
The only thing I hate more is Nick's new. Like, just he went off the deep end with his fucking voice.
Kevin, where's your belly
I hate
button?
it. Stop.
Kevin, let me see it.
Stop.
Kevin, take your doink out.
Oh, man.
Over there, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
And for the first time ever on a real show, not the drunken whatever crazy shows, the Glue, Kevin Coelho.
I don't know if that's right. I thought I'd been on one.
Have you
one
been?
before.
Comic Book Girl.
Yes.
That was a weird episode, though.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was different.
Yeah, exactly. I think everybody's gone, and you know we had to make it happen. From people who like comic books and like Comic Books Girl, and that was you.
She was so cool.
Welcome back, Kevin. I want to say the whole reason you're here is because of a tweet yesterday. Yesterday you put up that you were finally under 200 pounds for the first time in how long?
Like probably 4. No, well, 2 years was the last time, but like that I was doing like a really aggressive diet as a competition with my family.
Sure.
But like, and it didn't last.
Sure, of course.
It's weird that the last time you were under 200 pounds was right when you started here. And then you ballooned up, largely due to the stress and abuse.
Ballooned.
Yeah, it was definitely ballooned.
Watching Kind of Funny Life 3.
I peaked at 220, so.
During the wrestling bit of Kind of Funny Life 3 when you came out with the
You are a
suspenders
barrel-chested young lad.
I sure
and you're
am.
very proud, very boisterous, and my brother
was
just looks at
playing
you
a
and goes,
character.
"Oh, Kevin was a lot bigger." Yeah.
So you lost all this weight, and as you know, the Game Over Greggy show is no fat bitches. So now you're allowed. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
No, what happened is you tweeted about it. And then Joel C. McClure hit you up on Twitter and said, "I am proud of you, and I demand that Kind of Funny Vids have you on the Game Over Greggy show. Let Kevin host."
Let me see that real quick.
Oh, sorry. I shut it down.
No, that's okay.
And I
Hey,
said,
he's got 3 likes. I'm sure one of those is mine.
yeah. And I said, you know what? I concur. Kevin's on the show today.
There he is.
This
Doing
week.
it.
There you go.
Making dreams come
Big dick
true.
swinging.
Greg Miller.
Big dick
Big dick
swinging.
swing.
Kevin Coelho getting married soon.
Yeah.
Cutting
right
his
around the
hair
corner.
soon.
Yeah.
We got
that's
your
unfortunate.
bachelor party coming up.
I know, right
in
around the corner.
2 weeks.
Is
3
it
weeks.
really that close? That's terrifying.
Yeah.
You excited
Yeah.
about it?
Can't wait. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Now here's because what happened is I was talking to maybe one of you clowns about it, but I forget who. And when I was like, oh yeah, you know, we're going to Vegas for Kevin's bachelor party. I'm super excited. I'm like, blah blah. I'm like, I like going to Vegas and I like playing blackjack, but I only know and I'm like, wait. I'm going to get awesome at blackjack. I still have time. I want to read a blackjack book.
Yeah.
I want to
how it
come in
works.
there, get a cigar, and just fucking clean up.
Are you
What's
really
crazy
gonna have a
is
cigar?
You're gonna be
yeah,
Because
of
I'll
course
sit
I'm
on the table and play with you.
now.
No, I like doing the video. I like doing the video blackjack.
Uh-huh.
That way, there's no
That's
because
not fun.
other
Oh,
no.
that's not
When you go to
fun.
Vegas and you do
Oh,
blackjack,
man.
I've had it was in St. Louis, but it counts. Where I was at the table or whatever, learning how to play, and I'd be hitting, and the guy next to me got all mad because I was taking his
Yeah,
cards.
but fuck him. That's not like his right. Like the table, you know, part of the luck is who you sit next to. You know?
And if you're unfortunate
If you
enough
and I
to
are
sit next to
there-
Greg,
yeah. I'm on the same boat, Greg. I don't know how to play.
What's amazing to me, Greg, is that you said that.
was scary.
You said,
I like this.
you said, I'm going to read a blackjack book and get all good at blackjack. Like you're the first human in the history of gambling to ever think about that.
No, there was another person who did it. Her name was Mrs. Keaton on Family Ties,
Oh, wow.
and she won a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, okay.
And I have to imagine I could relive that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because most
can
people
make
go
it
to
reality.
Vegas and they don't think to read the book beforehand on what to do, what
Yeah, a
not
lot
to
of
do.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to figure out splitting. That's what I
not
really
that
gotta
hard.
get to.
Yeah.
Well, I need to figure it out a little bit more, right?
I hope we sit next to someone who's like an expert,
Yeah.
okay to lose money, and ready to give us advice.
I think we should all four of us should go there and sit there and do it
I'll play a
together.
few
Not a
hands of
gambling
blackjack
man.
with you. Now, I'll tell you this
Just
right
for
now.
fun. Just
About
for fun.
me.
You go in there, $5, you lose it immediately, fuck off. That's the way I
I'll
play.
go in there and watch and root for you guys and cheerlead and stuff.
Yeah.
But nah, if I'm gonna waste my money, I'm gonna waste it.
Especially if I'm going to be smoking a cigar with this guy.
Yeah. We love smoke. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't like
Backyard,
it.
yeah.
I don't like how long it's
You like
been.
them cigars, Nick?
I used to, yeah, but I don't smoke anything anymore now. I have some friends that are like, "Hey, I quit smoking cigarettes, so let's smoke cigars." And I'm like, "It's the same thing. You're just it's because I'll inhale the tobacco. You're not supposed to, and I just love it. And then I'll go straight back down into that
really
fucking
shouldn't
wicked,
inhale
wicked
it.
mistress. You know what I mean?
What are the odds you smoke a cigarette at this
I won't
bachelor
smoke
party?
a cigarette.
Okay.
No, I won't do it.
He
I haven't,
gets-
smoked- I haven't
You guys
smoked a
have
cigarette.
smoked in
2 years? A year and a half?
Year and a half.
What are the
Yeah.
odds you put your tongue in an ashtray at this bachelor party?
50-50.
In an ashtray.
Oh, ashtray. Sorry, I thought you said
If you
stripper.
didn't know, this is the Game Over Greggy show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can get each and every episode early. You can get it so early, we get it while we're recording it. You can go over there right now. You can get a piece of the original wall signed by all of us. It's the fan mail tier.
Original wall.
If you do that, you can get early access to Kinda Funny Live 3. If you don't want to, it'll be up next week. Don't worry. And if you have no bucks to toss our way, it's no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny, where the show goes up topic by topic, day by day, until one big video and MP3 posts the following Friday. Nicholas.
Yes, sir.
What's your topic?
My topic today is Batman. Now, as you all know,
Oh, so you're going outside your comfort zone. All right.
yeah, that's why I like to write what I know. Ben Affleck, who the fuck knows how much longer he's going to play Batman?
damn
People are
shame.
saying he's into it,
we
people are
all
saying he's
know.
not into it.
He's gonna do Justice League. He's gonna do the Batman.
Exactly. We're recording this after, this is the Monday after Comic-Con.
Right.
At Comic-Con, we had done the Friday leading into Comic-Con, the whole thing about like, oh, he's trying to get out of the role again. Then at Comic-Con, he's like, Batman's the coolest fucking character. I'm in for the Matt Reeves thing. That's as far as it went. I think that's as far as it goes. He's going to do Justice League, and then he'll do, that. If he has a cameo in something before, while in that time, fine. But I think that's it. Batman, the Batman, I think is going to be Ben Affleck's Batman flick.
So that I agree, and so knowing that, I asked you guys to prepare a little bit. There's some homework for this one. So I want to go around the table and see who are y'all's like top pick for Batman. Who is the actor that could don the cape and cowl and be either better than Ben Affleck or at least as good as Ben Affleck at Batman? And I actually hold Ben Affleck
Yeah, I was
in
going
high
to say, you
esteem.
started
I
making
thought
some
that was- I thought
sarcasm.
that was really
He
good.
was good.
So I asked you guys to put together three. Three. One that's good, one that's off the wall, and then one that's just kind of a think piece.
I love it.
Let's go. So you want to kick it off?
If you want me to.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start?
Let's start with.
Then you wanna start with
the real?
The real.
Okay.
The real pick I have to pick up the cape and cowl. Stick with, and I don't know. I mean, this is. I want you to know I had to search long and hard for this
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm not like I'm not like you.
Yeah.
I don't have an encyclopedia knowledge.
useless lexicon
If I
of-
see
yeah.
some people in a movie, I'm like they're good, great. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I'm picking personal friend of mine, Anthony Ingruber. I expect
Interesting.
none
Okay.
of you to know him.
Anthony Gruber.
You would know him, and I'll tell you the way I know him. And stick with me because
High school.
Exactly.
Went to high school with me.
He was great in our production of Guys and Dolls
I
in
hate you
ninth
so
grade.
much.
Like Nathan Detroit.
Anthony was/is the Joker in Telltale's Batman.
Okay.
But he is also a real actor, and that sounds insulting, but not just a
Live
voice
action.
actor where nobody would understand where he's from. He was also in Age of Adeline, where he was young Harrison Ford. So if he can play young Harrison
he
Ford
would be
there,
good.
and I'm talking Harrison Ford in like his 20s or whatever, right? Did a great job, has that all-American Playboy look to him, I would say.
this is what
That,
I'm
you know what I
at.
mean?
Yeah.
And so here, like as I feel with all of my picks,
Right.
we need to talk about what is the DC extended universe, which by the way I fucking hate that they call it that. It's just
It's dumb.
DCCU. DCCU, Cinematic Universe. Marvel had it. Why do we
yeah.
worry about
Yeah.
that?
Or
You're
just
right.
the DCU.
But then it would get confusing with
Then it
comics. I
District
understand
of
that.
Columbia Universe.
Anyways, the way we all know this is going to go the Batman happens.
Yeah.
Then this Flashpoint movie Flash is gonna go back in time and reset the timeline, and we get new actors. We do whatever we have to. So I like the fact that Anthony would be younger than Ben Affleck.
Okay.
He'd be able to be in there. I don't want him to already be the seasoned Batman. He's been at a year 2. I don't need a year 1 Batman. I don't need Batman Begins again. You know what I mean? Just get me in
Batman
there.
Begins again.
Usher me. Batman Begins again. Get me in there, and I think he could do it. I mean, he does a great Joker that sounds nothing like him. So he's got range.
Okay.
So I think he could do I'm doing the. Because like his Age of Adeline, Harrison Ford is a little bit like Bruce Wayne would be or whatever. So he bounces, does that face.
Okay.
And then he gets serious and he does what he's got to do. You know
So in that world,
see, look at him right there. That's a good
is
photo.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan
see
the
him?
dad?
Yes.
I mean, let's talk about how much we're actually
looks
gonna
like
fuck
Harrison
up.
Yeah, no, I could see him.
How much
pulling
we're
that
really
off.
gonna fuck up the universe. I'd like to imagine, yes. I'd like when they do this Flashpoint thing that we do get to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan in the.
At least as a plot point, right? At least
Yeah.
as a thing that maybe that last 10 minutes and it's just like, in this universe, this is how it happened.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then jump
exactly.
back over to whatever his name is.
Now, see, I like this
Anthony
choice, and here's why.
Gruber.
Because I feel
Unknown.
like there's a lot of the people that this is shedding some light on my list. A lot of the guys on my list are AAA celebrities, guys
Exactly.
that you would that can open a movie, so to speak, guys that are leading men already in Hollywood. And I feel like that is a problem for Batman. Like Henry Cavill, I think was good casting because you didn't really know who he was.
just
We'd
became
seen him in a
Superman.
couple movies. He was in The Tudors, I think. My wife wanted to have sex.
He
with
was
him at
in.
one point.
Yeah, he was in Stardust.
Was he in
That
Star
Neil,
Wars?
great movie.
The Neil Gaiman movie.
Oh, that was a great movie.
I'm
Great
mispronouncing his
movie.
last name.
No, I think it's
No,
Gaiman.
okay,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Or Gaiman. Some people say Gaiman.
The Sandman. guy.
But I like this because this is a role he could really own for a very long time.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. Similar to like when Chris Pratt,
Interesting.
everyone's like, oh, we kind of know Chris Pratt, and then he gets Star-Lord, and you're like, that's he's Star-Lord.
That's what he's meant to
Star-Lord
be.
But I feel
forever.
like
That's his role.
Batman's different though. Like I feel
You think you need that like Hollywood star as Batman?
I mean, Batman and Bruce Wayne are such defined characters that I almost feel like an unknown person being them is going to be weird. Like I feel like you need.
You don't think it does it justice, or-
I think it needs to be. There's that X factor of an actor playing the character because we know the character.
It hadn't
of
dawned
Batman.
on me that it didn't do it justice.
I hate you so goddamn. I knew it was coming somewhere. I knew it was coming.
God, he's horrible.
I hate it. I
hate
hate
him
it
so
so
Sorry,
bad.
continue. I apologize.
But all
That's a
right,
stupid
I mean,
pun.
but do you see what I'm saying though? I feel
Yeah.
like Batman is.
I mean, I feel like there's a.
Who deserves to be Batman? I
Yeah.
feel like you needed to have accomplished some real AAA shit to be
Okay,
like,
you say that, but I mean, like, so what was Christian Bale's the whole claim? Memento?
No, that was Guy Pearce. Christian Bale had been in American Psycho. He had done.
Great point. Great.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, no, I'm pretty sure he was. No, he wasn't in Memento at all. You're right.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
you were so upset about it.
Well, so American Psycho is what I must have. I mean,
You were thinking American
I
Psycho,
knew he'd done
probably.
one.
Christian Bale, even
He's
before
done Empire of the Sun.
Dark
He's done a
Knight,
lot of things. He
I
was at least an
thought of him as an
established
actor.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
But
Sure.
also-
Well, this. I mean,
remember
Anthony is an
though-
actor. What
Remember
else is
also
he
though,
not?
but
AAA.
Christopher Nolan picked him
He
because
was not a
wasn't-
triple A.
at
He
least
was
A.
not a triple A.
Not that time. I think that really put him into the
you
like, in the-
before Batman.
that
If you were to be
next
like,
level.
"Hey Tim, who's Christian Bale?" I'd say an actor. If you said, "Who's this guy?" I'd say, "I don't
Anthony
know."
That's fair.
Gruber.
That's fair.
So I mean, the thing with Ben Affleck, who is a big actor and was
Yeah.
at the time that he got cast and it still is now. Like I felt like going in, I was like, oh, that's gonna make it weird for me to watch. But then watching the movie, I was like, nope, fucking nailed
I know,
it.
kinda liked
so
it.
yeah, I don't know. I like what Tim's saying, where it's like the actor, if there's a like.
All right.
Yeah.
I have other
Give me
real
your-
picks.
give me
You
your
want-
other picks.
I got 2 other real picks.
I thought we were
Okay.
only supposed to have one of each.
I got 3.
I'm Greg Miller. I like to
Okay.
get
I
out
put a
there.
shit ton
It's a
on my
Batman
list.
thing, you know what I mean?
Great.
I'm gonna toss out this one, and you'll need to stick with me because the name won't ring a bell, but you're gonna know his fucking face. Michael Huisman.
Was he also in Age
This
of
is
Adeline?
the guy. Actually, he was, yes. Actually. But you'd also know him.
He is an awesome choice.
You would know him as the Game of Thrones guy who replaced that other Game of Thrones guy and then went on to keep fucking Khaleesi. He was a right-hand man and got the older man all mad at him.
Fucking great
He's a
choice.
different take. Like now
Interesting.
he's an
Mario.
older Batman, a more brooding Batman,
Yeah.
a more cocky Bruce Wayne as well, which
Right.
I enjoy quite a
I
bit.
think he'd be a great choice.
Dario.
Dario,
He's
yeah.
really good looking in Dutch. My
Dario
wife likes
Naharis?
Dutch people.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I think he'd be a real solid pick.
That's a,
Interesting.
Dude, he's a great pick.
that's a damn good call.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Call.
But
Good.
see,
Just keep the
I
hair.
can't
too.
imagine without the hair though. I feel like
I'll
the
give
hair.
it to you.
That's
He's on
Batman
Nashville,
Begins
right?
Batman. You know?
Doesn't matter though. But like, Cavill has longer hair as Superman, right? Doesn't
Yeah,
have,
but
not that
Superman,
long.
I feel like can get away with it.
It's Batman.
Christian
Wayne.
Bale seemed like not like long hair, but he had longer hair.
It's sort of long. It was slicked back.
Long.
Yeah, you gotta
Like
think outside
this-
the box.
I mean, this is what's going to stop you is the fact that he's. I mean, I can't picture him without the beard.
Stop me. I
because hair.
I
Because
like
hair.
this. This is a great call.
Okay, good.
Fantastic call. I mean, it goes back to what I'm saying about like he's not that known, but it's like I think he looks the part.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
And then my third real pick,
Yeah.
which will be laughed out of the room, I understand, but real pick that I think he has the range, he could do something, Zac Efron. Zac Efron has been in comedies, I know. Don't get me wrong. He's a really goofy guy. We know he can get yak, though. I think he can pull off
yacked.
Bruce Wayne, no problem.
I think the whole him getting yacked, like really shows. Like I mean, yeah, I could see that.
It's one of those. It would be. I mean, with all due respect, it would be very much a Michael Keaton situation, where you cast him and everybody goes,
Everyone-
"Oh, that
yep.
guy from fucking Mr. Mom and all this shit," and they only know him from the Goofy movies done. Bosom Buddies? No, that was Tom Hanks.
But that was I didn't know if Zac Efron
I'm
was
not on
alive
fire.
when Bosom Buddies was his name.
Not on fire with my callback ability to put people in the movies, but I'm saying it could work.
All right, Tim. Who are your real choices?
So
I got skipped.
What are you going around?
He calls the ball. It's his
What do you mean
topic.
going around?
I can
All right,
see
go ahead,
Tim's ready to
fine.
rock and
Go
roll.
to
You're
Tim.
letting the alcohol seep in. Can you pour me another glass, please?
I got three.
I don't want one.
I got three.
Yeah, give it to me.
What are you doing?
So I don't want to take any of Kevin's. So
Right.
Kevin, if one of the ones I say is
yeah,
yours,
so I have
jump
one.
on it,
It's
all right?
that's fine.
I'll be back.
You know, actually, let's go with Kevin because I want to.
Kevin, let me hear
Damn
you.
it! I'm looking at your list right there. Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Don't hide it. There's no reason to hide it.
Yeah, it's not a fucking homework
And
assignment,
Greg walked
guys.
away now. So my choice, John Hamm.
That's my
I
number.
feel like, especially after seeing him
That's
in
a good
Baby
choice,
Driver.
son.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That's what
I
sold it for
want to
me.
see him as Batman. Because his performance, he went from silly playboy to like, I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
And he can get jacked too.
Yeah.
He's a big
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
so good looking.
he's got
He's
the-
rugged.
yep.
He has the hair.
Hair, yep.
His hair has emotion and movement. He has the
And
face, the
he
chiseled
hasn't
jaw.
had, he hasn't. I mean, Baby Driver was good, but he hasn't done like a leading role in a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Except for
You're
Keeping Up with the
right, though.
Joneses, which was not that good.
His performance in Baby Driver, I loved that he went from being this
Baby Driver
fucking
kid?
slick ass
No,
dude
John
John
Hamm.
Hamm.
and then ending
But
terrifying.
because of Baby Driver is why I put him on the
See,
list.
my problem with the John Hamm pick, because I love John
wanted
Hamm.
to be
Everybody-
Superman.
I wanted to be Superman.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But Flashpoint,
Wait, hold
he
on,
goes
hold
back
on.
and he gets to be Superman.
Yeah, John Hamm's my number one.
That's funny.
John Hamm's a great choice.
I would say my number two is a tie
Okay.
between Colin Farrell
Ooh, he would be fucking
Colin
awesome
Farrell.
as Batman.
and
Interesting.
Keith Urban. Very different Batman.
Ooh.
Carl Urban, I think you meant.
Yeah,
Yes.
Keith Urban's a country music star. I was super interested
Keith
for a
Urban would be
second.
awesome.
Carl Urban.
Carl
yeah.
Urban would be a great
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, that's
too.
really good. Dread, right?
'Cause I
Wasn't he
think
Dread?
Dredd is what
Dredd.
sold the hell out of that. to me.
Mama's not the law.
Yeah.
Who's your before Carl Urban? Who was it?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. No way, get him out of here.
Really?
Well, oh, you didn't
Did
see
you
Fantastic
watch-
Beasts,
Yeah,
man. He was
Fantastic-
so good
I did
in
see
it.
Fantastic Beasts. I think I saw it with all
You
y'all.
did. We saw it together.
Yeah, I thought he was great in that.
Yeah. Like, and that again puts me in the place where it's like I could totally see that guy being Batman.
I mean, I think there's something between the two of those where they start off and they're cool and collected, and by
Yep.
the end of it, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the Batman.
Right.
Bruce
as long
Wayne
as he can
dichotomy.
make that switch.
Here's my problem with your picks, and I don't know enough about Carl Urban to weigh in on this because I think he's in Thor and he looks pretty great in that 2 seconds we saw him in the trailer. For both, mainly John Hamm, being a huge John Hamm fan, and maybe a little bit of Colin Farrell, aren't we getting into the same problem we have with Ben Affleck right now? That he's just too old. No offense to Ben Affleck. In the way that like Ben Affleck, it is one of the reasons of why it is you want to get out of this. It's hard on your body. He's almost 50. He's doing a million things.
It's possible.
You're right. You're bringing up good points in when you think of these movies as episodes of a TV
Franchises.
series. They
Yeah.
just need to keep going forever and ever. But as we get into this DC thing, I think that we have to hit a point that they're just going to focus on good movies like that. I think that
I don't
The-
know about that.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that the fad eventually has to stop because Marvel's going to keep going. But I think that what could happen when the Marvel ship ends, like Phase 4 ends or whatever, instead of rebooting the whole thing, they go back and they're like, all right, cool, we're just going to tell individual stories, like graphic novel style things, like getting the Dark Knight
That's
Returns.
fine. I'm totally down. I've talked about that before. I love that idea of like, cool, here's Last Son, here's Red Son, here's The Killing Joke, and it's just like we're making movies and we're casting these movies with these people.
Because
in
how
it.
amazing would it be if Matt Reeves' Batman, the Batman, didn't have to do with any of the DCCU.
I mean, then it wouldn't tie into Justice League, and there wouldn't be Superman. There wouldn't. I mean, I want that. I want that. I want the comic universe. That's why I just want them. This is why I'm so mad today, as we record
sad,
this
isn't
with
it?
this fucking Mission Impossible garbage.
Yeah.
They're doing all these reshoots for Justice League, and because of the fucking Mission Impossible movie, Henry Cavill can't shave off his beard, so they're gonna have to fucking digitally put his face in there.
Oh,
It's
fuck,
like, this is what I'm
that's
talking
not
about,
good.
DC. You sign all these
Jesus.
people. You say for a year, you're only making these movies. We're just gonna make every DC movie in the world. Let's just
That
do
would
it.
probably like kill some people though.
How so?
Working that much, like on one movie. What? How long do people like roll on movies?
It
like
depends
3 months.
if you're a lead. But you're not working.
Are you talking about actors? Or are you talking about
Actors,
like grips
actors.
and stuff?
Actors. No, you
I'm
can
more
swap
concerned
out
about the
grips.
grips and stuff.
No, I'm
Henry
concerned about
Cavill coming
actors.
out of his fucking trailer to be like, "Well, I've worked out for 4 hours." Martha, that's fine. I think you can fucking pull that off.
I don't know. I think that's like, you guys should know how much work being in front of a camera is,
yeah,
and
it's
like
hard.
you guys aren't acting. You guys are just being yourselves in front of the camera.
They
You
did
know
it
what I
with
mean?
Lord of the Rings, though. They
That's
shot
fair.
a year
That's
straight
fair.
for Lord of the Rings to
Yeah.
make 3 movies. It's not impossible.
True.
It's a possibility.
Wait,
We just-
they didn't take a break between 1 and 2? I thought
think they
2
took a
and
small
3 were
break, but
shot.
They
Yeah.
shot. I think they shot for like a year and a half.
That's
straight.
insane.
That could be wrong.
God.
I'm looking at him.
I was like,
he's gorgeous.
I like how Michael Huseman over there. Like, wait, wasn't he in Age of Adeline too? I'm like, you know who should be Lois Lane? Like Lively. Greg, did you watch Age of Adeline last night? Did you go home and do the homework we asked you to do? Just watch Age of
Did you go
Adeline.
back to the hotel and watch Age of Adeline? Oh man, that's so good.
So Nick, who's your?
Oh, wait, no, we're still. Oh, you gave yours. Sorry.
Yeah,
You
who's
still
your
have
out
that-
there
you
pick?
have
still
more.
have
No,
a
I
couple.
gave John Hamm. That was
You
the
gave
only one
John
I
Hamm.
had.
That
Oh,
was
that's
his
it.
top.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, cool.
I have quite a few on my list of people that just popped into my mind for actors
mean
that could
just
easily
popped in there?
that could easily step into the role right now. Top of my list, I'm just going to give it to him. The Gauze, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, interesting.
Ryan Gosling's on my list of no.
I think he could bring something.
Wait, your
unique
list
to
of
it.
no?
The wacky like.
Oh, okay.
That would be a different ass Batman.
Yeah.
That I
Well,
feel
I
like
don't
he could
know.
be pretty good at it. There's
know,
something
man.
about his speaking voice that just doesn't work for me.
Right.
Like in La La
Everything
Land,
works for me.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him so
he'd have to
much.
he'd have to
but
do
he's
a
not
character.
Bruce Wayne.
Fair enough.
Like the way he talks. That's why I think he's best in movies where he doesn't talk.
I think he could play Bruce Wayne. I don't know that he'd be great in the cape and cowl, but I feel like he could do it because he's a great actor and he would find that character
I
somewhere.
mean, he
in there.
fucking played piano and tap dance. I think he could do that.
Fuck
so.
yeah, dude. He
God
tapped dance
bless
off of my
La La
heart.
Land. What a
didn't he?
great movie. Should
Should
have
we
won the
all sing
Oscar.
it right now,
It was
Greg? You want to
robbed.
take it away for us?
City of stars, are you shining just for me?
Wow, you did it for real. I thought you were going to fuck around with it again.
I don't fuck around with that. I never fuck around with the guys.
Now, because this actor is in my brain from last weekend, and I thought this would be an off-the-wall choice, Tom Hardy. Now, I think Tom Hardy as Batman would be fucking awesome.
I think
Whether or
he's-
not he would
I
do it.
think
Tom
I
Hardy.
think he's too like imposing.
But I kinda
as
like
a
that.
Bruce, but like
like
as
that,
Bruce Wayne. Like I've never seen Bruce Wayne as this giant hulk of a man.
Sure.
I mean, Ben Affleck was big.
Yeah, but Ben Affleck's a
Ben
Bruce
Affleck
Wayne of an
still looks like
older. He's an older Bruce Wayne. He's not
Yeah.
as intimidated or not meant to be like the playboy. Hey, I'm just gonna do. I'm
I
gonna
like
steal
my
your
Bruce
girl.
Wayne sleek. You know?
Not like the animated series.
Right.
Two square jaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
That mean that. Well, if you're talking sleek, I'm going to throw this out.
Here we
there.
go.
This is my third.
Gets none sleeker then.
Michael Fassbender. Now, Michael Fassbender is tall, super skinny. So if you wanted that different opposing body, if you wanted the just that tall, just ridiculously skinny Batman version
Yeah,
instead
like
of
the
big,
rail thin, like
the rail
like a
thin.
gothic.
Fassbender, in my opinion,
Fassbender
too
can be
serious to ever play Bruce Wayne. I can't ever see him
suave
being
as
the
fuck,
suave, like cool guy. Because the roles that I remember him from are where he's being like really straight faced and very serious.
Now, Fassbender also
Yeah.
on my short list for the
drink
new
that one.
Bond.
It's better.
Oh, okay.
Oh, throwing there, Daniel Craig. I'd love to see what he does with Batman.
He would, but he would be
Yeah,
good too.
he is getting a little old there.
He's unfortunately a little.
I feel
But
like
I
we're
feel
just
like he
thinking
could
the
go
same
in.
actors that we would say about any role.
Now let's go into. That's fair. Now let's go into the second choice.
Okay.
Which one's this?
This is the. Let's save the off-the-wall wacky choice for the third.
Okay.
The second choice is one that you wouldn't necessarily think of. Someone who you think would be good. but you
So
wouldn't think of that
wild.
person. Wild choice.
It's the wild
choice.
card
The
is what you
wild
called
card
this
choice,
originally when you
yes.
told
Thank
us.
you. I apologize.
You're welcome.
Greg, what's your wild card choice?
Well, I put it in there because we talked about it the other day and I got super excited for it. We keep going younger. What if we went older and it's Michael Keaton? Somehow Flashpoint resets everything to Michael Keaton, which I
really
like a
good.
lot. That's when we were talking about that. You know what I mean? That when we talk about Batman Beyond, like what you could do with it and fuck around with it, especially if you're telling your old things. Of if you were to blow it up and they're now making Red Sun. They're now making all these graphic novels into it, or just they're gonna have multiple things going to say, all right, we're making Batman Beyond. Michael Keaton is Bruce Wayne. This is the spiritual. As I said, we have Tim Burton helmet again, and don't get me wrong. Well, see, that's my thing. Is like I don't know if personally I love Batman Beyond. I would love to see a faithful adaptation, but I have the cartoons. I don't need it. I'd love to see the idea of that because I think we're to that point in the comic book life cycle, right? Of, I mean, it's too late now, obviously, with Richard Donner to have him do another Christopher Reeve movie. But for Tim Burton to be like, we're teaming back up, we're making this thing, it's going to be my Batman Beyond set in that universe that everybody did love. We're ignoring Forever, we're ignoring Batman and Robin, we're just picking up from there.
Were those canonical?
Yeah, right?
That wasn't just a reboot?
I mean, this is the whole thing of like, I mean, they had the same Alfred, so yeah.
They did have the same
Yeah,
Alfred.
I'm pretty sure they had the same Commissioner
damn.
Gordon. It's been a long time. I don't think they ever got away from Commissioner
Yeah.
Gordon.
I mean, I feel like if they were to do this, it'd be the only way to make Michael Keaton good as Batman.
Ooh, what a
I want
fucking
you to
bitch
take
you
this
are.
phone and
What a
swallow
fucking
it.
little bitch you are.
Choke on Greg's oversized
We've
iPhone.
talked about this. I'm
Oh
being
my
an asshole.
God.
I know.
But like, I never bought it. I didn't get it. I didn't like
You were
it.
too young.
I love those movies, and no, I watched those
You're
movies
crazy, dude.
later in my life.
Val
But I
Kilmer,
think-
I'll agree that like didn't feel right
That
at all.
is atrocious.
Yeah.
But with Michael Keaton, I'm just like, I love Michael Keaton.
I still think-
seeing him as Vulture, I'm like, you fucking nailed that.
My-
But him as Batman.
My thing about what you're saying is even watching them later in life is the fact that it's a while ago. We've been doing kind of funny, but I went to LA to do something, and in the hotel room that night, Batman '89 was on, and I hadn't seen that in forever. And watching it, you're like, wow. The scope and scale is so much smaller,
Oh, yeah.
just because that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
movies were.
It's
And
definitely a
and so,
set.
like, to sit here and compare it to any other superhero movie now, it doesn't work. They're not contemporary. But I think that's why I think it'd be awesome to see we're picking this back up and doing this in this world that exists now, where there are all these budgets and all these.
Well,
different things.
also, I mean, Batman Beyond in that universe, I think is really interesting because
Yeah.
it is super Tim Burton, creepy and kind of
I don't know,
gothic,
man.
weird shit.
I think that Tim Burton would go too far with it and make it like
That's
well,
the
now
concern.
modern,
Yeah.
modern.
Yeah.
Tim
I know,
Burton,
I know.
absolutely.
He's actually backed off a lot from that style though lately.
Has he? What's
what's the
the
last movie he's done?
He did
Willy
Big
Wonka
Eyes lately.
fucking 2 or something.
No, he did
There's
Big
no
Eyes.
2
Oh, you know
for
what though? Did he do Alice in Wonderland?
He's done like 10 Alice in Wonderlands.
Yeah, never mind.
He's done
I
2 Alice in
rescind that
Wonderland.
statement. He's still apeshit
There's-
crazy.
I think
with
there's
his
2 of
visuals.
them.
But yeah, it's
Okay, so that's what my first my wild
That's
card.
your wild card.
My
Go.
next wild card is let's go even further back and really fuck up the multiverse. Flashpoint's there. We're resetting everything. We're really fucking with it. We cast David Mazouz. Who the fuck's David Mazouz? David Mazouz is the kid who's been playing Bruce Wayne on Gotham this entire time. He's now 16. You sunset Gotham or you have it all fucking and I'm getting crazy because it's a wild card. You have it all explode. Flash runs back. Fucking Ezra Miller runs into the Gotham thing and like it all collapses upon
grabs
itself.
him and pulls him out.
Well, no, it all just collapses upon itself. But like, I don't know. I've only seen a little bit of Gotham with the kid, like when he was a super small kid. Now he's still there. And from everything I hear, he's doing well. I saw a tantalizing headline on IGN today about the premiere of the next one. I was like,
I just feel like people want to hate kids so much.
Sure, I
when it
fucking
comes to kids,
love to kick
especially
them.
kids acting as people like Bruce Wayne. That'd be like getting Carl, Chandler Riggs or whatever from Walking
Carl would be a
Dead.
cool guy. Robin.
I don't know.
It's
no,
one of the.
I can't separate
In a
him
different
from
world,
him.
exactly.
I
In a
just hate
different
him.
world, he's too connected. You hate Carl?
No, well, yeah, I hate the character of Carl, but I'm like 2 seasons behind, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Carl's cool. I like Carl.
Tim, who's your wild card pick for
Wild
I mean,
card,
my
bitches.
wild card. I'm just like, I'd love to see this. Mark Wahlberg. Let's just
Oh
fucking
my
go.
God.
The Mark
Shit.
Wahlberg
That would
Batman
be
had to come
something.
on.
I hate how much you hate him.
I don't hate him. I just
You don't like
I don't
his
enjoy his work.
acting.
I don't. It's not. Yeah, you're right. There's something I can't get over.
Oh, I just love it.
I don't like how he does. I didn't like how he didn't. He didn't get along. He didn't get along with Eminem.
Joker.
When
Hey,
you
does he have a card? What's he putting the card out there for? Hey, is that guy robbing a bank? I should go stop him. I'm Batman. Hey, this is Batman. Stop robbing the bank. Say hi to your mother for me.
I hate when Nick goes into like
I love it.
interviews.
I love
You
it. Go,
nailed
Nick,
it,
go.
man. No,
Nick's
that's
killing
like,
it.
but
I
that's
fucking
the
love
thing.
Mark Wahlberg,
My
bro.
thing is, there's a movie called The Happening, and
Yeah,
that
there
movie
is.
fucking sucks.
Man.
But I could watch
When
Mark
John-
Wahlberg act surprised with nothing happening around him for
a
fucking
beautiful
hours,
man.
and I
To be
have
fair,
many
all
times.
of that made sense. He was perfect in that role.
Him
'cause
standing
that
in the
world
field,
didn't make any
and he's
sense
just
at
like,
all.
You're nice.
Yeah, I do. I didn't want to grab it because you guys are all like hating on me.
Kev,
touching
what,
I
things.
love you.
Who's
Shut
your wild
up.
card spot?
Edward
Wild
Norton.
card.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Ed Norton.
I fucking love Edward Norton.
do love Ed Norton.
And I haven't seen him in movies in a long time.
He fucked up all that Hulk stuff.
Yeah, he really did. That was really unfortunate because I thought he was great as the Hulk.
I forget what happened. Why didn't he come back?
He
What
doesn't
happened?
like the director of Avengers. What is it?
Joss
Whedon.
Whedon?
Yeah, they have an
Really?
issue where they don't clash
I
well.
think Ed Norton's hard to work with.
Yeah,
That's what they
he's
say.
famously
Oh.
hard to work with, which
Okay.
makes me sad. It's too bad that there's certain actors that are awesome.
we know something about that.
Anne Hathaway.
Am I right?
Is supposed to be famously hard to work with. It's like, ugh.
Also, we haven't called this out in any of our things. Oh man, I just jumped out of the plane without my parachute. Stick with me.
Go. I'm with you. I'll go with you.
Michelle Pfeiffer just got cast in something that everybody's excited about. It's one of the superhero
She's
movies.
I
in
saw it.
We're plummeting towards Earth.
I
It's
wanna say
something
she's
Marvel.
Not Miss Marvel.
What's the other? It's not Black Panther, is it? No.
no.
Captain Marvel?
No, it's
look
not
it up.
Captain Marvel. Oh, we hit the ground. Yeah, fuck that one
Oh
up.
shit.
But I know how we like the old Batmans. So Michelle Pfeiffer getting
God,
cast
she
in
was-
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And Lawrence Fishburne.
She's the original. She's the original Wasp.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's really
That's
interesting.
amazing.
She was so good as Catwoman.
Oh my god, she's
Oh,
amazing.
she's the
My
best
God.
one.
Batman Returns. I fuck with.
You don't fuck with Batman,
More
but you
than
fuck.
89, yeah.
That's
Batman
okay.
Returns, is that the
I
one
feel
that
like
had
that was the
what's his
Penguin
face in
one.
it?
Danny
But
DeVito.
also
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne. Why?
Which
you
again,
dressed as
it also-
What an
Batman?
interesting
Because he
role
is
to
Batman,
like,
you
put in there.
idiot.
I think he did it as
Batman.
Marconi,
Bye.
right?
Boom.
I need to rewatch those movies.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
no, he was
actually
Max
have
Shrek.
to.
Max-
Not Marconi.
No, he was Max. He played Max Shrek. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Bruce Wayne.
The winking.
The winking,
Yeah.
it's like-
I don't even think it's winking. I think at that point
Yeah,
it's
it's
blinking because he's
twitching,
doing both.
It
his
is.
eyes.
It's walking. It just
Yeah, so
comes out.
Edward
Is
Norton.
89 Batman on
Edward Norton,
Netflix?
yeah.
You know?
It is. No, it's on HBO right now. I
Okay.
don't think it,
Oh, HBO.
And HBO has all the Batmans.
Cool.
Batmans.
Batman's.
I think it would be hard for Edward Norton to play the like cool suave guy.
He could
'cause
jack
I've-
though.
I could see him.
He
get
could
Oh no,
jack.
he could. He could be
Yeah.
suave.
I've never seen him in a role where he plays that, but like I believe in Edward Norton so much that I know that he could kill it.
But see, I like that
We
because
love you,
then
Edward
you
Norton.
don't have two people on screen that are kind of the similar. Like right now, we're basically trying to come up with an analog, or at least in my brain, I'm like, I'm going to try to come up with an analog for Henry Cavill, like who would be like Henry Cavill because they're kind of the same person, right? I like Ed Norton because he would be totally different on
Oh,
screen.
yeah, that's
They would have a
interesting.
way different dynamic.
See, Edward Norton or anybody of that ilk, when I'm talking about a very lean physique, I could see being the super, like, you'd have some awesome shit of him with the flashlight in his mouth, like digging around, like, you know, like noir detective real work, you know what I mean? And not being able to engage, which is like kind of fun, weird, because I feel like Bale was like, just a middle of the, and this isn't an insult, a middle of the road Batman where he wasn't super lean, but he wasn't super buff. He was
Right.
cut, don't get me wrong, and he looked great. And for the first two movies, the fight scenes looked awesome. And then Ben Affleck's Batman, right?
I know
Shut
where you
up.
are.
He's like huge and he's doing the video game takedowns and all this
Right.
awesome shit we've
Right.
never seen before. But to have a Batman who would be more
Stealthy.
like fucking think of it, Ed Norton Batman would be like Batman Noir doing this, a real basic suit on him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then he'd be the Batman from like the opening of the animated series where he's dodging fists rather than engaging. His fighting style isn't getting up. It isn't getting up and beating you. It isn't Bale's like hanging above you and doing something. It's letting you make all the mistakes and then fucking one punch and knocking you out.
Or and he sleeps in the
Block,
shadows.
block.
He's very much about the
Dick punch.
subterfuge.
Punch the dick.
Block, dick punch. Punch
Dick
the
punch,
dick.
man. The most effective.
what was your
punches.
wild card?
I got two wild cards. I'm going to throw these out at you guys right now because I think that it'd be fucking awesome to see either of these guys don the cape and cowl. Idris Elba.
Oh,
See, another example of these are just people that you would put in any role.
That's true. That's
mostly
true. You would
James
put him in
Bond.
most roles.
But I would love to see, like, it would be fascinating to see a black Batman, like to see Idris Elba, this giant hulking of a man, because like we always think of Bruce Wayne as white, but there's nothing necessarily in his past that dictates that he has to be a Caucasian male, right?
See, if we were to choose an African American
I'm saying open it up.
man as Batman,
Oh,
I
only
want
Americans?
See, yeah, specifically. This is where like I already know who I'm choosing. So
Go.
Will Smith. I want to see him do it because he's he's got the cool suave and he can play the like scary guy. So man, like
He could be.
That would
would
get
really be
interesting
excited.
in the universe.
Flashpoint.
Well, I mean, let's be perfectly
Yeah,
honest. Do we,
Floyd Lawton is now Batman. Flashpoint.
do we really feel like we're going to see a lot of Floyd Lawton in the rest of the, like, was that okay?
I mean,
I'm also going to give a shout out to our boy The Rock, who I think could play Batman. I think he could.
this is just a list of let's put people we like in
Yeah.
movies.
Okay. And
Don't
then-
get me wrong, my fun movies.
We talk
are-
about the people that we like are excited to see in movies and stuff. So that makes sense
Right.
that we're throwing
Well, The
all
Rock,
the people
The
that we
Rock
care
actually
about.
is my wacky choice. 'Cause
BT
seeing The Rock-
Dubs branch for a second.
the way.
How was Ballers episode 1? Don't spoil it.
Great.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it tonight.
Idris Elba in that Dark Tower movie
Looks awesome.
Looks fucking awesome.
bad
But it's like,
motherfucker.
I feel like that's what I want from
Such
Idris
an
Elba.
interesting looking movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But where it's like a role where it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's many people that are huge fans. I know there are. I'm not. I don't fucking know anything about that. So I see this.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Supposedly,
Idris
supposedly
Elba
the book's amazing.
is now making this character for me. Like, I'm going to think of this character as.
Oh,
the
you mean
gunslinger
you're
or
not a
whatever.
huge fan of Dark Tower?
I just don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it that much. I thought you meant Idris Elba. You're not a fan of him.
Oh, who the fuck's not a
He's
fan
a
of
bad
Idris Elba?
motherfucker. Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
No, he's like perfect.
So The Rock is probably my wild card, like or my zany pick. I would be like putting The Rock in as Batman is completely absurd.
Of course, it is very absurd. Do you remember? Can I continue on the
Yeah,
Rock
go
train?
for it.
Do you remember the first time The Rock hosted SNL? Because it's a huge
No.
moment for me and my WWE
it
brethren because
Tutu?
he was there. No, that wasn't that one. But he did a sketch where he was Clark Kent, but Superman, you know what I mean, or whatever. And so it's him at the Daily Planet typing, and he's in this way too small dress shirt and tie, and like you can see the Superman thing, and like everyone's fucking with him because everyone's like, "You're obviously Superman," and so everybody's like making comments on Superman. He's like defending him or whatever. It'd be the exact same thing of like Batman's fucking huge Samoan, and then Bruce Wayne shows up in parties like it's great. There he's like, "I noticed you have a fucking arm tattoo," just like when Batman's outfit got ripped away.
That is fair. That is fair. My last pick, just going younger, is an actor that I love and I want to see him do more stuff. Is Nicholas Holt. Are you familiar with this guy?
Is this a real one?
He's a real. This would be kind of like a throw in there. He's very young right now. He looks
Let me
very
see what
young.
he looks like.
He's the guy. He plays
Oh,
the
he's
young.
Beast.
He plays
He's
young
Beast.
Beast in.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, I didn't realize.
Okay,
I didn't.
yeah, the
I didn't,
UK guy.
I didn't think he'd be a valid choice until I realized that he was 6'3". So I feel like if you can get him
Oh,
jacked
wow,
with
yeah.
this baby face, oh, he'd be good looking.
It's crazy what studios can do to actors' bodies with enough money and time.
Like, tell me that's not a great Bruce Wayne right
Yeah,
there.
that's a good
That's a
one.
phenomenal.
fucking-
Yeah.
We're looking at
Ooh,
search
I just got a good
Nicholas
crazy one.
Holt
I'm
GQ
excited.
and you'll
I
find
should write it
his-
down.
There you go.
I'm gonna write it down.
There you go.
Just say it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna do my crazy one.
All right, give me your crazy.
I'd really like to see Jude Law
Okay.
play the role because I think his over the top. I'm a huge fan of Jude Law in the same way that I am with Edward
love
Norton.
Jude Law.
I love Jude Law. I think the only person in the world that watched New Pope or Young Pope.
You're not the only person, but there's a handful of y'all. Can go to like a small support group meeting at Starbucks.
I really want you to watch it because I think that like the way it's shot, every shot I look at in that thing, I'm like, oh my god,
No,
it's
it's awesome.
beautiful.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Diane Keaton's in it.
I just
Oh.
think that he'd be so kooky.
Yeah.
You know, he'd make a
When
great.
I think
crazy-
Batman, I think kooky.
Hey, he said
Yeah.
this is
Well,
the,
no,
this is
I
the
mean,
fun
what
one.
I'm saying is like he could play the like playboy aspect really well, and he also plays the like, crazy psychopath, like super serious, like I'm super determined role also really well. But Jude Law, I feel like doesn't look anywhere near the right like.
No,
aesthetic for it.
No, he's probably a little too small
Yeah.
for it. But again, Ed Norton, he could fit in that. There are lots of different types of Batman.
And then my like second pick for the crazy one is I'd really like to see, and we're talking about Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson playing Batman, which I know is crazy because.
As old Batman.
Yeah, as old
Oh,
Batman.
old Bruce
Okay, I was
Wayne.
like,
And then
Oh.
the actor who I can't remember his name right now from Baby Driver being
The lead of Baby
Yeah.
Driver being Terry McGinnis.
Yep.
That's hot.
Ansel.
Too. That's real hot.
I
too.
could see that duo being really fucking cool.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Did we go through everyone's picks already?
No, we haven't
I-
done.
we're
We
just
haven't done
waiting for
crazy.
Tim.
What's your
What's your
crazy
crazy
one?
pick?
What's your
Mark
fun
Wahlberg.
one?
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
was-
right.
Oh, I thought that was your
Sorry.
wild card.
Oh.
I didn't define these very
Yeah,
well.
no.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
What's the difference between crazy and wild card?
Crazy is, yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, for what I had written down in the fun, and then the one I really want, and then wild card. And so for fun, which is it'll never happen, it's stupid. I put Michael Cera. I don't want that to happen, but I mean that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, Donald
I was
Glover.
thinking Seth Rogen earlier.
We already got to be Green Hornet, right?
He did.
Yeah,
That was a
did.
movie.
No, I mean I didn't think that movie was that bad, and I thought like
I mean,
his
it's not
character.
that bad.
It's so funny how similar his character is to Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That aspect of it, not
yeah.
the Batman, because he wasn't taking it serious. And thank
Yeah.
God for Keto. What's the other guy's name? Keto.
Kato?
Cato. That's it.
Oh yeah.
He
Okay.
saves his life
Sure.
every time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you do your crazies?
I think so. I think my Rock's the craziest one.
Okay, cool. They got looped together at their end.
They
I
did.
lost
We just
part.
started throwing out actors'
fine.
names.
Originally, for the crazy, I was going to say Joe Pesci.
That would be crazy.
Kevin Spacey.
That would be crazy. Oh yeah.
nail
Oh
it.
shit! Kevin Spacey is an
as
old,
old
yeah,
Batman.
that would be really cool. God, Kevin
Okay.
Spacey, another actor.
Doesn't-
I love Kevin
Fucking
Spacey.
phenomenal. Yeah.
I just believe.
Did you ever watch Beyond the Sea?
No, I did not.
You gotta go. We'll go watch Beyond the Sea.
Oh, that's the
It's
it's a biopic, right?
Yeah, about it's him and
Holiday?
Kate
No.
Bosworth, and it's Bobby Darin.
Bobby Darin.
Yeah, and goddamn, that turned me around in Kate Bosworth. Because Superman Returns, she burned a lot of goodwill with me.
You did not like her after
And
that.
Kate
that's for
Bosworth,
sure.
she did turn it around. Thanks for watching this episode of the Game Over Greggy Show. Click here to subscribe to us. Click down here to go to the Patreon and support us. Click over here to go check out youtube.com/kindoffunnygames and click down there to subscribe to youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. Like if you just want to subscribe to both, is that what you said? Because that's not, I've never done that. It is a playlist. Yeah. That's a playlist.